Today marks 1158 days sharing lessons I learn and continue to learn with all of you. My hope that these insights will inspire you, support your dreams, help you achieve your goals, and really empower you to become the person that you want to become. Today I have a massive headache, and I still have a headache, and I was thinking that is it challenging to do things? Is it challenging to do things that you want to do, that you need to do? And I thought, okay, what kind of topic I'm supposed to share today when I'm challenged and create ideas? And I decided to speak about challenges itself. Challenges itself. How many times do you have challenges? Do you have challenges when you pursue something? Do you have challenges when you want to do something but you're not able to? What kind of challenges do you have? I think that we need to understand that the more challenges you have, the more comfortable you are to overcome those challenges. So if that's true that the more challenges you have, when you reflect on them and you become better, the better you are in handling those challenges. So why not create more challenges for yourself? Why not to do that? Because if you are in the comfort zone and doing everything what you are able and capable to do over and over again, you don't practice your challenge solving skills, problem solving skills, decision making skills. So many things coming out when you are solving challenges, when you're going after challenges, when you're going through challenges. So today we'll share more challenges you potentially could do. Some ideas. There are just so many challenges you can choose by yourself. So it means you're able to choose by yourself to go and challenge yourself. I think this is one of the best advice regarding personal growth is challenging yourself. Challenge yourself in all areas of your life. Challenge in your finances, in risk taking, challenge in your physique. If you want to really actually develop your strength, develop your muscles, you need to challenge yourself. You're not able to do just what's comfortable and you'll expect significant growth. So today I will share just random challenges that could potentially help you in multiple areas of your life. So number one is really understand transformative personal growth. The first very simple challenge could be meditate for an hour. Sit on your butt on a chair and meditate for an hour. It's it's interesting that I think it's sometimes not that easy to sit for an hour. We need to be able to control our thoughts, control being able to sit in one place for 1 hour and not moving. I thought it would be easier to be honest when I tried to do that challenge for 1 hour, sit in one spot. I want you to go listen to podcasts, I want you to read a book, I want you to do something, and now sit in one place and not do anything and just really being able to meditate, to be able to create a lot of anger in me after half an hour of doing meditation. I can't do this. I just want to do something. That means that I need to really work very hard to really go through that anger, go through those emotions, and being able to say that I am in full control of my body because our body wants to move. Our thoughts wants to really push yourself. And sometimes our thoughts feel so uncomfortable and really create so many different ideas instead of no, just go and do something else. And it's not for me. Meditation is not for me. That's probably the easiest excuse of our mind to really get and do something else. But when you use it, for me, what happened is I had was a lot of anger. And then when that anger was released, I was able to sit for the whole hour and I felt so much more refreshed, so much more clarity. I think that every single person is supposed to challenge themselves. Are they able to sit for 1 hour in one spot? Now, of course, if you do meditation for a long time, that will be it's not a challenge. Now you need to do something else that you could really find that is challenging for you. Other things that I think that we're able to really identify like one, three core maybe unhealed things that you want to heal. Some things that is sabotaging you and go and heal it. Because every single person has some kind of conflict inside that you need to really overcome. And now, number one thing that I really need to understand is that when you think about your success, when you think about your vision, when you think about your goals and dreams that you're pursuing right now, what are one, two, three max, one, two, three things that is holding you back right now? Because you don't need to fix what you don't need right now. You need to fix what is holding you back. What is your bottleneck right now? And go challenge it and fix them. Because we need to really always look into bottlenecks, fix the bottlenecks. That's the reason it really allows us to move the fastest. Because if you are fixing something that is actually not helping you right now, even though you're solving it, but how is that helping you right now in this moment? So that means we need to challenge ourselves um, to really improve. So, and last thing about personal transformation is challenge yourself to do every single day something that you fear. Something that you fear. I think that we need to understand that we need to sometimes put ourselves in a place that you might be judged, might be rejected. So, what are those things that you are most fearful for? Why is that? Sometimes, of course, there's two things that we're able to develop. I always used to think that we need to develop just courage alone, and just courage alone. And you develop the courage, and you will be able to overcome. And that's great, great to develop that courage to pursue things that you want. But I think sometimes we're able to, okay, where is that fear is coming from? That means we're able not just increase courage, we're able to reduce fear when we able to understand where the foundations of that fear is coming from. Because sometimes that fear is coming from insecurities that is not actually true, not reality, based on some false foundation. So we remove that false foundation and we're able to reduce that fear. And that means that courage could be almost the same. You reduce the fear and you're able to do the things that you want. So personal transformation. Second thing that we need to focus on emotional and psychological resilience. I think there's a lot of challenges that we do, and probably the simplest one is really being able to be staying for a minute in cold shower and be. What I learned about cold shower is that if you resist cold shower, it will be very very hard. But if you surrender to that water and relax, it seems that 1 minute goes by very, very fast. Because I used to be super afraid of cold shower, but when I learned to surrender, I learned to relax. It seems body understands that this is what you do. And body doesn't want to try to remove you out of water. No, it just seems that it's like, okay, let's fight this. And it's so interesting because that surrender and relax in through that change, through that challenge, through that pain. Sometimes is the only thing that you need to be able to really enjoy the moment through that pain. There's a lot of things that we're able to really develop emotion because even that's the same thing as seeking opportunities where you potentially could fail. That's of course will increase emotional resilience because you know that you failed, you stay the same, your emotional worth is the same. You just became much more wise because you failed, you reflected, you improved. You failed, you reflected, you improved. Now, of course, that reflection inside is essential because if you don't reflect, you will not be able to improve. But again, you need to fail. That means that you need to challenge yourself. No challenge, no failure. Because if there's no challenge, it's a very limited chance to fail in the thing that you're very, very comfortable of doing. I think that we need to sometimes even challenge ourselves to really write down every single day for a month. Because of course we'll understand that emotional intelligence you can through challenge of a 30-day challenge. That means that you write down journal, you think about your patterns of your thought process, you write your blessings every single day. So there's a lot of things that we're able to do, challenge ourselves to do the things that do some kind of affirmations, reflections, and that could be a challenge at the beginning. But if you never did that routine that every single day you look at the planning side, the routine side, all that could be a challenge, but it's worth pursuing because how a lot of people that said, "Oh, it doesn't work for me." How do you know that it doesn't work for you? How do you know that it doesn't work journaling for you? How do you know? Did you did it for a month or two? Because we have a tendency to do 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, and then at 6 day it becomes challenging to write blessings. It's challenging to write journaling, and we give up and say, "Oh no, journaling is not for me." So we do that a lot of times. When something becomes challenging for us, we start to believe that it's not for us. Even in dating, it says that two guys says that, "Oh, there's two pretty girl," and then one guy said, like, "Go and say something to her," and other guys said, "No, you go." And after that, both of them not comfortable going to approach those girls. And he said that I think that they are not that good. And that's what we have a tendency to do. When we're not able to get something, we start to decrease the value. Even though that's of course ridiculous, but I think that that's a lot of times what happens with the money, with wealth, with relationships, with everything. We start to decrease the value of the thing that we want because we're not able to really challenge ourselves to achieve that. And that's then not the place that we're supposed to be in. I think that there's a lot of challenges. So I think that a lot of challenges we can pursue. There is sort of a massive list to do that. And for me, it's a challenge to do every single day a lesson, and I'm challenged. It could be a writing for 90 days. It's a communicating for 90 days because, of course, we want to make sure that communication is always the foundation thing. So, what do you do to challenge your skills? What do you do? What do you do to challenge communication? What do you do to challenge your skill sets? I don't know what kind of skills you want to develop, but what do you do to challenge a skill set that you could stretch the skill set, you could become better? And maybe you try new techniques, maybe new ways of doing it. What are those things that you never done before? Because if you want to have what you never had, you need to do what you never did. So if you want to have a better way of doing things, if you want to have a stronger skill set, you want to do the things that you never did. Practice those things. So I hope that you reflect as well, because there's a lot of things that I would love to share with challenges, but I think that the most important part of it is that every single area of your life, that means an inner success, like emotions, a physical success, your health. It could be a financial success. What kind of challenge do you do? Career success. What kind of challenging do you things? Adventure. What kind of things you never done before? Impact, maybe helping people and serving people, community volunteering, even challenge yourself. There's a lot of things that we're able to do and we able to say, okay, what kind of challenges do we do in this area of my life? And do I want to develop this area? And if I want to develop this area, that means I need to find few challenges that could allow me to grow and transform, fail forward, and whatsoever. So I hope you choose to win and see you tomorrow.